Hello YouTube, how is everyone doing? It's a professional here. Today I have another top 5 video for you guys, and this one is about the Oppressor Mark II. 95% of the time when someone kills me in GTA, it's either the Oppressor Mark II or an orbital cannon. But here, we're focusing on the Mark II. The Oppressor Mark II is such a frustrating vehicle to fight. I'm sure you guys have experienced this as well. I would rather fight players in jets, tanks, deluxos than have to fight that thing. Constantly getting griefed by the Oppressor Mark II had me thinking, what would be the top 5 best ways to fight back against them? Notice the title of this video isn't counters, it's instead fight back, because honestly, there really isn't much of a counter to the Oppressor Mark II. It has countermeasures, it can fly very fast, it's agile, it's a small target, and even if it gets destroyed, it can be spawned very quickly with a motorcycle club. However though, even though there isn't a big counter to stop it, there are things you can do to fight back against the Oppressor Mark II spam. We're not going to be looking at things like passive mode or even using the Mark II back, but instead of ways to fight back against them. These will annoy Mark II griefers. I do a lot of them. Now, let's get started. I also want to thank my friend Cool Guy for helping me record a lot of this. Starting off at number 5, we have the Atomizer. This weapon costs about $400,000 and came out late December 2018. The Atomizer can really frustrate Mark II griefers because it has unlimited ammo and good range. When you exit a vehicle and you're on the ground, it's already harder for them to kill you because they can't lock onto you. That means they have to manually aim and they have to dive bomb you. When they dive bomb you with the Oppressor Mark II, griefers often take a pause in the air to try to get that right shot on you. Fire a shot at them then, and move after each shot. Never stay in the same place for too long. All it takes is just one shot on them with the Atomizer and they will fly off. When they hit the ground, oftentimes they will die and it will count as a kill for you. It's also very humiliating for them to die this way. The other day I was streaming when I got attacked by a Mark II griefer. I started spamming the Atomizer at him and I hit him. Watch him just fall off and die. The great thing about the Atomizer is that it has unlimited ammo. If you hit an Oppressor Mark II, it won't blow them up, so you don't have to worry about paying for insurance or even paying for ammo. It does have a slow cooldown, but once you use this thing enough, you will get used to the cooldown and the travel time. I have gotten much better with it because I have used it a lot in situations like this. And one last thing about the Atomizer, it doesn't even have to hit them a lot of times to be successful. What do I mean by this? When Mark II griefers start bombing you, they will see you firing this thing at them. The shots are very noticeable. The Atomizer can serve as a deterrent, because a lot of times, once they see this thing shooting at them, they will run away and go after someone else. I have had it happen to me a few times where a griefer on the Mark II goes after me. I then fire a few shots at them with this, it scares them, they run away, and they decide to grief someone else. If you get attacked a lot, you really want to consider using the Atomizer against the Oppressor Mark II. At number 4, we have the Pyro, which came out with Smuggler's Run in 2017. This aircraft can be pretty expensive with a base price of $4,455,500 or $3,350,000 after 33 cargo missions for the hangar. I wanted to choose one plane on this list to fight back against the Mark II, and if I was to choose one plane to use against it, I would use this thing. Why the Pyro and not others? The Pyro is the fastest plane in GTA. It's also extremely agile, one of the best dogfighters in the game. The B-11 I would not use against the Mark II despite how good of a dogfighter that one is, also because of its limited missiles and how slow the B-11 is. The Pyro on the other hand has infinite missiles, no cooldown on them. Here you can see me dogfighting my friend. The Pyro can easily outrun the Mark II, and it's pretty agile doing it. When someone locks onto you, what I recommend you do is fly a little away from them and then fly in a circle. But watch out for the Oppressor trying to cut you off in that circle and hit you at the right moment. Keep flying in circles and dodge their missiles. Eventually the Mark II will run out of missiles, and then at this point, they're going to most likely run to try to get another one. This makes them very open. Go after them. You can easily catch up to them and spam missiles at them. My friend tried really hard to get away from me and he tried to dodge them with countermeasures, but he died. But they might also go into passive mode, so keep that in mind. But if you keep this up every time and they fail, they can't catch up to you, they can't blow you up and you just spam missiles at them, they will give up and they will get frustrated when they realize they can't shoot you down. At number 3, we have the Thruster, which came out with the Doomsday Heist. It cost a regular price of $3,657,500, but you can get it for a trade price of $2,750,000 if you complete the Doomsday Heist Act 3. Some people are probably surprised by this, but the thruster is one of the best ways to fight back against Oppressor Mark II spam. The reason is because the thruster is impossible for Oppressor Mark IIs to shoot down if you fly in a straight line. I don't know if this is a glitch, I'm assuming it is, but I first learned about this from my friend Gillymaster. I'll link his video down below. But if you fly in a straight line constantly going forward, they can't kill you and they will get frustrated. You can see my friend here can't hit me and is wasting a lot of missiles on the Mark II. The Oppressor Mark II holds 20 missiles. Once they're gone, they're gone. When they realize they're out of missiles, they're most likely going to look for another Oppressor Mark II. They're going to land, they're going to try to spawn another one. This is the perfect chance to attack them. Make them waste all their missiles, wait until they land, and then bomb them with thruster. If somebody knows what they're doing with the thruster, they've mastered it, they can be just as deadly as the Oppressor Mark II when bombing people on the ground. They will be very vulnerable here, and you can just keep killing them over and over again. They will probably go into passive mode, like a lot of these guys, they go into passive mode once they run out of missiles, and then they go after another one. But if they do, just follow them around, see where they go, and chances are they're going to spawn their Oppressor Mark II pretty close by, and then just blow it up. It will frustrate them. I used this trick a few weeks ago to fight back against a griefer. He tried so hard to kill me here, but he failed with it. I have had several incidents where someone follows me around, they try to shoot me down with the Oppressor Mark II, I then follow them around after they run out of ammo, and I keep blowing up their Oppressor Mark IIs even when they're in passive mode. I've had a lot of people leave after I did this, and you know, really cheesy how these people play, constant Oppressor Mark II spam, then they go into passive mode, get another one, but hey, you follow them around and keep blowing it up every time they spawn. Sure, you might pay for the insurance, but they're not going to be on the Oppressor Mark II, and they will get frustrated. Next at number 2, we have the fully loaded Ruiner. This is a strange choice, but it is a VIP work vehicle, and it's very effective against the Oppressor Mark II. This vehicle is the most expensive on this list, costing $5,745,600, but you can get it for a trade price of $4,320,000 if you complete the arms embargo mission from your MOC. Now, the normal Ruiner takes one missile from an Oppressor Mark II and explodes. However, the fully loaded Ruiner, it's a different story. You spawn it with the VIP work fully loaded, and you just get into it. This thing is almost impossible for them to destroy. The reason is because they can't lock onto it, but you can lock onto them. And the missiles are some of the best missiles in the game. They're Ruiner missiles. They will hit anything that they're aiming at. They might try to use countermeasures, but if you spam this at them, it will get them. Even if they try to hit you manually, it takes so many hits, making them lose all their ammo. But you don't even have to worry about the Ruiner getting blown up either. If it does, another one spawns at the VIP work. Even if some idiot teleports back to their facility and they go on their stupid orbital cannon, another one will spawn. A few months ago, I got attacked by 3 Oppressor Mark II griefers just constantly bombing me. I got sick of it, and I was thinking, why don't I try to fully load Ruiner against them? And I kept blowing them up. When you drive this thing, you don't pay insurance costs either, so you don't have to worry about it. It's a VIP work, so you don't pay insurance costs when you blow up all their vehicles. And you don't got to worry about being put in a bad sport either. I blew them up so many times. And these guys, they were just ranting about how I was abusing the fully loaded Ruiner, and they were saying how I was being cheap for using it. Kind of ironic, considering they don't think that abusing the Oppressor Mark II with the MC menu, constantly spawning it, and passive popping with the Mark II, that's somehow not cheap in their minds, but using this is. The fully loaded Ruiner isn't really a counter though, it's a temporary solution, because it's only for 20 minutes, then you have to wait another hour to spawn it, and some griefers will just hide in their apartments or go into passive mode, but when you're in this thing, you can kill them, and they can't kill you. Before I unveil the number 1 best way to fight back against Oppressor Mark II spam, I wanted to make a few special mentions, starting off with the Scramjet. This vehicle costs $4,628,400, but you can get it for a trade price of $3,480,000 if you win a round of Hunting Pack Remix. This vehicle is more agile than the Ruiner, I would say, because it jumps as well, but instead of a parachute, it has a boost. If you fire your missile at a griefer, it will hit them, as this thing has Ruiner missiles, but you have to time your jump really well to avoid their missiles and then boost really quickly. Sometimes you can blow them up, but other times you will trade kills, as it only takes one missile to destroy this thing. Another special mention is the Terabyte. I know what some people are thinking. What? How the Terabyte? The Terabyte can withstand all 20 missiles from the Oppressor Mark II. When you're in the back of it, they can't lock onto it. Go on the drone station. If someone is trying to kill you, they will most likely stand still and fire the missiles as they can't lock on. In the meantime, fly a drone out. They will probably be so busy spamming missiles at you, they won't even see the drone. Then just blow them up. I can imagine this would be a very humiliating way for them to die. Moving on, we also have the Explosive Sniper. Now this thing can stop an Oppressor Mark II in just one shot, but it's very difficult to aim with. If someone is a really good sniper, I could definitely see them shooting Mark IIs out of the sky. I have had people tell me they have done this. When an explosive round hits an Oppressor Mark II, it throws the driver off and it will not destroy the bike, so you don't have to worry about insurance costs either. The last special mention is the Avenger. If you know someone is going after you with an Oppressor Mark II, you can use this thing. Fly up in the air and activate autopilot with the interaction menu. When you do this and you go in the back, they can't lock onto you. So what do? You go into an open area and you get on the guns. What's nice about the Avenger is you can switch guns with just one button, and there is no cooldown on the shots. The cannons on here have a lot of range. They are going to have to come at you at a straight line if they want to hit you because they can't lock onto you. This is a perfect chance to spam the cannons at them. I told my friend to try to shoot me down, and he couldn't, and I got him. The Avenger can also withstand all the Oppressor Mark II missiles, so you don't gotta really worry about getting destroyed, and even if it does get destroyed, it won't count as a kill for them. And number 1. The best way to fight back against Oppressor Mark II spam is to use the Stromberg. This vehicle costs a regular price of $3,185,250, but you can get it for a trade price of $2,395,000 if you complete the Doomsday Heist Act 2. Now, why is the Stromberg the best way to fight back against Oppressor Mark II spam? Because this thing, unlike the fully loaded Ruiner, can be spawned all the time. Its missiles are pretty accurate and will hit Mark IIs most of the time. It also has decent armor, taking a few missiles. It takes 2 to 3 missiles from the Oppressor Mark II, and I have survived even more sometimes. If you fight a really bad Oppressor Mark II spammer, they will constantly spawn another one after their death. In the meantime, when you blow up one Oppressor Mark II, what you want to do is spawn an MOC or an Avenger. Play fire with fire. They can despawn and respawn their oppressors with the MC menu, but what can you do in response to that? Go into the MOC or the Avenger after each kill. It will heal your armor and replenish your missiles. This can get them really frustrated. This is what I did in the same fight where I fought 3 Oppressor Mark IIs. After my Ruiner was destroyed, I spawned my Stromberg and kept up the fight. I would not give up. I kept blowing them up, and after I destroyed them each time, I would go into my MOC and replenish the vehicle's armor and its missiles. I kept doing it so much that they actually brought out other Strombergs to take me down. The Stromberg is definitely the best vehicle in the game for dealing with Oppressor Mark II griefers. While I don't think it's a complete counter, it can somewhat stand up to the Mark II in a fight. Just watch out because some griefers will try to hit you from an angle where you won't be able to hit them. And that is that for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like. If you're new to my channel and enjoy my content, subscribe. And also, let me know any other methods you guys might have for dealing with the Oppressor Mark II. The Oppressor Mark II is such an annoying vehicle to fight. I hope this video has helped people out. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.